Hey everybody, welcome to Game 7 Baseball Tournament Update. We're here with Mr. Dave Penning.
Good morning.
How you doing, bud?
Happy New Year to you.
So, what'd you think about that football weekend? Did you lose money like everybody else?
No comment. No comment.
Tell me, pass interference or no?
Wait, obviously. Maybe the worst call in history.
I don't know about history. I've seen some tough stuff.
Pretty close.
Oh man, it was pretty ugly.
Now we got the Rams in the Super Bowl here in St. Louis.
But I'm okay with that. I've been a Rams fan a lot longer than they were in St. Louis. So I grew up a Rams fan.
Well, at least they have one still left here in St. Louis.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know that people just hate the Rams. I think they hate Stan Kroenke. Right?
I agree.
Yeah. So who you got in the Super Bowl?
Tom Terrific. How can you go against him?
It's tough, isn't it?
Yeah, that's the coaching staff. That's what it's all about. There's nothing wrong with the Rams coaching staff. The young guys,
right.
Good. I just can't pull myself to vote for Stan Kroenke.
Well, I will be rooting for the Rams. I think it's going to be a good game.
Oh, hopefully.
I hope so too. I mean, that's the biggest thing I don't like. And that was one of the things I liked about the weekend. The games were good, but my goodness, why did it? Oh. Well, and two, when you look at the whole deal with the roughing the passer on Tom Brady, I mean, I was like, what? And so, I mean,
whereas the series of downs before, the guy was obviously hitting the face mask, but they hit Tom Brady on the shoulder. It's a flag. Well, we're not talking about this if the guy don't line up off sides either.
So you're taking Tom Terrific, huh?
Why not?
Yeah, I understand. So, hey, make sure you get your Super Bowl picks in. We got 2 weeks to talk about how bad the calls were. So, but anyway, we're going to talk baseball right now, okay? So, we've got Dave here to talk about all things Game 7. And what we want to start off with is registration, right? And you've had some people talking about how to register and whatnot. Sure. So what do you want to talk about?
The main thing that Dave and I get calls, and they're understandable. We have a new website this year.
Let's walk over here to the website, Dave, and let's walk through some of these things. So we're on the home page right here, correct?
That is the home page.
So people have had some issues with signing in and signing up. So what do you want to say to the folks here with to start off here?
It's a little bit of confusion. They're coming. Like I said, we have a new website. So this right here is our new website. It displays it right here. If you're coming from our old website and have not logged on and created a new account on the new registration platform, use your same email, same password that you used with the old system, but you simply have to go in here and click sign up and create a new account with this new website page.
So you can keep your old information, but you have to sign up in the new format.
Correct. To create a new account on the new website.
Okay. All right.
A lot of people are getting confused with that because they're skipping this step. They're going directly to sign in thinking that, hey, I can use my sign in information from last year. You can, but you just have to go to the sign up step first.
Because this is all new, none of that information carried over.
That is correct.
Okay. All right. So we're back here to the home page. And if you haven't navigated, and some of you have, I'm sure, but we're looking, this is what you see here. And we've got events in California, Illinois, Indiana, Kansas, Kentucky, Missouri, Ohio, Tennessee. You can, all events, which is what we're on right now, correct?
That's all events right now. If you want to filter just for your state, you just simply click on the state above and click on Missouri, Illinois, whichever state you're looking to compete in, and it'll filter it out and bring up those events in that particular state.
So here's Ohio, and you're clicking the events tab.
Events tab, and there you go. What is he at? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 events there in Ohio.
And then the parks are all there too, correct?
Parks are all there
That's his
as well.
park right there.
Yes.
And so if you're going, say, to Kentucky, again, you click on the events tab, and there's all his events in Kentucky and the parks that he has, those venues.
That's right.
That's awesome. That's really easy, man. That's awesome. So what do you got here? You got you can find events over here by age class too, correct?
Yeah, you can filter them just like if you're 8U machine pitch, or I'm sorry, 9U team.
That was my computer. Sorry, folks. Go ahead.
Yeah, it's just another filtering tool over there. Instead of thumbing through or scrolling through all of them, you can just click on the left-hand side there and filter it by age and state.
So if you got 12U AAA and you want to go from a particular date, say, let's go April 1st through to say May or June 1st. We'll just say June 1st. And then you want to search by state, and you want to, oh wow, this has all the states, doesn't it? Oh wow. So just say Kentucky, and you hit search, boom. There's your search field, and this is what you have.
That's right.
That's awesome. That's great. So there's many ways to navigate this and figure out what you want to do as far as your events are concerned. And then if you just want to search by state, again, boom, there it is, correct?
That's correct.
So we got teams here. Now, this right here, manage your team. What is this about here?
That's after you create your account. That's where you'll manage your own team. You can control your roster from their online roster, enter events, and things of that nature.
Okay. And then you create the team right there, correct?
Yeah, well, yep, you'll create the team once you go to the sign-up process. It'll be archived in the system.
Register new team. So it's the same thing. You still have to sign in. So first off, before you can register a new team, you have to create you have to sign up that
sanction.
way.
It's a one-time annual $30 sanction fee that takes you through August 1st through August 1st.
Okay.
It starts in the fall.
And you can also find a team here. If this is what's interesting about finding a team here, Dave?
Well, let's just say, for instance, you're a team from Kentucky that you came last year and you played a team from Missouri. That Missouri team maybe got the best of you, and you're wanting to come see them again this year because guess what? You picked up 2 more players, and you owe them a little payback. You can go search the system and see what that particular team is signed up for. It'll give you an itemized list of each weekend they're in a Game 7 event. And not just here in Missouri, it'll be nationwide. If they enter an event in Tennessee, it'll show them playing in Tennessee that specific weekend.
Oh, that's awesome. So, and then we got team rankings here. So talk about the ranking system here a little bit.
Yeah, team rankings, they started in fall ball, and that's where the numbers are on there right now. You could say, how are these teams already tallied up points here? Well, it started last year in the fall session, and they carried over and we implemented it in here. And the points, you could rack up points, like I say, from August 1st all the way through to the World Series. And this year it's going to be the St. Louis World Series will be the final event, which will be on July 16th.
So right here, I got 12U AAA in Missouri, and there's all the teams these are just basically teams that have registered so far. There's nobody's accumulating any points.
Well,
just
there
really
are
yet.
some points there from last year's fall series, but very limited. We had a limited fall schedule last year, but yeah.
So when we're looking at that, if we're talking about making sure that you get your team registered, it's just a $30 fee. There's rankings. All this information is right at your fingertips. Pretty simple.
The biggest thing is the online rosters. You can tell what day and age everybody with a cell phone and an app. You can tell once that lineup's handed in. You can pull the roster up and see history. A lot of teams, you want team history. You want to set up your pitching rotation. You don't know much about the team. Click on your opponent. It's going to archive all the history with Game 7 there. You can say, oh my gosh, this team, they're 9-1. They played some stiff competition. We better rearrange our deck here.
Yeah, absolutely. So, okay, let's go back to this real quick. And we're going to talk a little bit here about the age calculator. So this is an important tool, isn't it?
Very important. We've been getting a lot of abundance of emails and phone calls in regards to age classification. UTRIP has changed and tweaked their rules a little bit with the age levels. We are not following that this year at Game 7 Baseball. So if you have any question about a roster player that you have in regards to what age group he should be playing with, just simply go to the age calculator here, put in the recipient's
I put in May 12th, 2008. Okay. And so we hit the calculate button, and this person can play 10U, correct?
There you go. It's an important tool. It answers all your questions. Right there's kind of bulletproof. It goes on there and tell you which age and where you're going to play.
That's awesome. And that's just simple. I mean, that just makes it so easy.
And we are getting a bunch of phone calls in regards to that because, like I said, UTRIP and a couple other sanctions have changed their age cutoff and adhere to that. But in 2019, we're going to stick status quo, and just like we did in 2018. So if you have any questions, just simply refer to our age calculator that's online there. Click on the date of birth, and it'll tell you where he should be playing.
And that just makes it easy for everybody.
He or she should be playing.
Yeah, yeah, because softball's the same way, correct?
A little different.
A little different?
Yeah, but yeah, I mean, in baseball, there are some females that come and play, and they are good.
Yep. Yeah. Heck, I saw that in the World Series, a couple different. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Most assuredly. So, anything else we want to touch on here with the website we got here? So we've got the teams. There's national point system, huh?
Yeah, it shows you. I mean, how you.
Okay, so basically this shows if you get first place in a
it breaks down the points.
Okay,
how much you're going to achieve for.
And you got points for if somebody's playing in a league, a Game 7 league.
Yes.
Cool. That's awesome. That's awesome. And all right, we're going to come back here because I want to make sure. I don't know if I can get back. All right, so we're good there.
Don't you know how to drive this car?
Oh man, that was a mess. All right, so let's talk a little bit about tournaments. Yes, let's talk about tournaments. I've got to figure out here. We've got. Oh man. Go back.
Tournament entries are flying through, Brian. Been very successful. As soon as it hit January 1, I mean, Tennessee's really heating up. I think she alone just last week had over 88, close to 100 entries just last week alone. So those people are really coming out of the woodwork. And here on the St. Louis local front, believe it or not, we're already sold out of some venues, some events, some weekends.
Is that right?
That's right. And the Turf Series here has been very, very popular, let's say, because all but one is sold out. I think we have it on 7 different weekends over there at Lindenwood College. So there's only room left in the Memorial Day one where we have set aside for the 7 and 8U machine pitch.
That's awesome.
That's the only availability in the turf over there.
So the Elite Series, you've got in Branson and in St. Louis, correct?
Yeah, the 10U, spearheaded by the Missouri Gators and Jeff Sauer. Once again, a phenomenal tournament last year. We had 28. Jeff's a very good guy, like pushing the envelope. Now he persuaded us to take 32, so we made room for 32, and that's all we can take, Jeff. That's it, no more. Teams from Texas, Mississippi coming up. I think there's 11 different states already enrolled in that tournament there in Branson. It'll be another good one. The 13U, Sal and the Forest, that is sold out. There's still a couple room left in the 12U with the New Melly Tigers and Dave Burke. I think there's only 4 spots left in that 12U, so don't drag your feet. That's going to be another phenomenal event there. That's hosted at Ellisville this year.
Very good, very good. That Elite Series has done very well, hasn't it?
Very well.
It's good quality teams. It's good quality competition. Everybody's coming. They're coming to compete, aren't they?
Yeah, absolutely. Then the 9U is hosted by the Extreme and Don Rogers this year, and that one's it's filling up slowly but surely. But yeah, another 9U. Like you were at the 9U last year, you're like, oh, how good can these kids be? Well, there's a difference.
I'll tell you, there was a lot of good baseball teams at that 9U level. I mean, kids playing really good baseball. It was just a lot of fun to watch.
It's a different level of play, that's for sure. So yeah, they're doing extremely well for us. And then we have some that are coming up. Our Easter tournament, a 1-day Easter tournament, limited spots available. The Masters. And
that's the first time you've done that.
First time for Game 7 here in St. Louis. Once again, we listened to our customers. They wanted us to do something over the Easter weekend, even if it were a one-day tournament. And
is it on Saturday?
On Saturday only.
Okay.
Saturday only, correct, yeah. So,
okay.
Yeah, we shut down some age divisions actually last night, and take a look at it on the website. There's very few spots available on that, along with the Masters, a very popular tournament for us, the Green Jacket over there in O'Fallon, Illinois. The turf is sold out. We're having the 12U AAA and 14 AAA over there. It's sold out. So everybody likes playing on turf. The Branson Best of the Midwest. I think there's only like good. 2 spots available in the 11 and 12U age group over there. And one of our most popular events or weekends here, the Cinco de Mayo, the sombrero. Got to looking at that there, and Schmitty and I.
You gonna wear your mustache again?
Oh yeah. Yeah. That's something I incorporated in last year. It went over well, so we'll see what we come up with.
You were even speaking a little Spanish, right?
I guess it's what you call it. Yeah, there's some. We went over that, reviewed that last night, and by golly, we've had to shut a couple age groups down there. Limited field space, so don't drag your feet in that one. If you want to partake in that, be proactive, get in that, and along with the Armed Forces Day, a couple weeks later in May, that's getting near capacity.
I really like the Armed Forces one. That was a great tournament. It of course, it's about supporting the troops, yes. Supporting those people those veterans that have went out and put their lives on the line for our country. So I think that's a great time.
Absolutely, we owe a lot to those guys, and we recognize them too. That whole weekend, we'll do some live shots with Red Earth there, and like you said, without them, we don't have the freedom of playing a sport that we all love.
And it was a lot of fun because there was a lot of veterans there that we got a chance to talk to. And if you get a chance to go look at the tournament update from Armed Forces, you can see that it was a great time. Really enjoyed that. So we got Ohio. How's Ohio? Dave Earhart doing good over there?
Yeah, Dave, he's advertising well up there. And like Kentucky, I spoke with Dion on the phone. They're so-called late bloomers. And I know Dion's a seasoned veteran, so he knows what he's doing up there. And I spoke with Jody, she's like, oh, Tennessee, they're late bloomers. You'll see. Well, my phone keeps going off like a Chinese fire alarm, and she's correct. They're late bloomers because they're coming in droves. So
starting
don't get shut out there. Oh yeah,
very good, very good. So and then Schweibel over in
David's
Illinois
doing a great job. He's out promoting. Had a very nice coaches meeting there in Carbondale. Had it catered. Real nice event. A lot of coaches there. I attended and got to meet a lot of nice new faces, and they were received Game 7 very well, and glad that they're part of town.
Very good, very good. And then Springfield, Missouri.
Yep, Travis and those guys down there, 5 ballparks. Look, once again, another late bloomer, but they're starting to come along and come in, and they get some very nice perks with Springfield Cardinals.
Springfield Cardinals.
Double A down
It's
there.
easy to do, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. But, and that's a great stadium down there. It's Hammond's, right?
Oh, yeah, really nice facility.
Heck yeah. So, you go down there, you can catch some of the AA, some of the future stars if you're in a tournament there. Get some tickets, go see a minor league ball game. Get a little closer to the action with those minor league
Missouri
games.
State, why they're still,
That's right.
Full swing. They share the same field.
Absolutely. So, hey, a lot of great stuff going on. Let's talk about St. Genevieve.
Yeah, like turf. A lot of our turf here in St. Louis, everybody loves it. Naturally, because they're all sold out here at Lindenwood, but we do have some more turf to offer you guys. We've added 8U specific early in the year, and later on in the year that we have added 2 more venues down there in St. Jim with the River Dogs, and Brian's popping up on the screen here some of the parks down there. I think they have 3 turf fields down there. So if you guys are looking to compete on some turf, check them out. They're branded with the River Dog logo down there. We're in conjunction with those guys, so give them a look and go play some turf down there.
That's some good-looking ballparks.
Really good-looking ballparks.
That last all-turf one, that looks pretty new, doesn't it?
I think they're all brand new, all 3 of them.
Really?
If I'm not mistaken, yeah.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that turf didn't look like it was in bad shape at all.
Yeah.
So that's great. That's great.
All that information's on the site as well.
Very good, very good. So we're finishing up here. We want to make sure, folks, you're getting registered. Get on the website, take a look, get your team registered, get in there. And then as we finish up here, we got the umpire meeting, right?
our annual umpire meeting, we can't do without those guys. You know, it's February 7th at the DoubleTree in Westport off of Craigshire there. We'll have some information on that on the website. It's been on Facebook and Twitter, and email was sent out to you guys. And if you're interested in becoming a Game 7 umpire, being a part of a great family, we take care of you guys. With Game 7, you're not just a number. Come, we're not asking you to sign on any dotted line. Come out and hear what we have to say. If you like it, take advantage of it. The work is there for you. Game 7 is one of the only directors in town who have a director on site and a UIC together in case the situation did occur wherever you needed some help, and maybe through a sticky situation, you have support system there for you. You're not picking up the phone and calling somebody who's sitting in their basement or something like that trying to get an answer. We're going to have a representative on site right there for you.
And that's the toughest thing is making sure that things the rules are officiated properly, just as we saw
the great example of the NFL, right? Yeah,
no. I did that again, didn't I?
Yeah. But no, that's food and beverage provided. And one thing, it's highly recommended that you attend, because this year we're going with a new payroll system. It's ADP. It's innovative. It's technology's always improving things, and get paid instantly this year. And all the information and all the quirks and perks and all that will be discussed, because we have 2 ADP guys coming out that are taking time out of their day to show you what it's all about, show you to get on your own portal and look and go in there and see what's going on, and give you all the ins and outs pertaining to how you will be getting paid in 2019.
I'll tell you, Dave, every time, we've been working with you guys. I've been working with you guys and knowing you for a long time. And Red Earth Productions been working with you now since 2017. And every time we talk, every time we get into something, these guys are always working to get better, to make things better, to not only for their staff, but for the client, for the teams, the people, just the whole experience. That's why we call it the Game 7 experience. And I appreciate that. I think that is one of the coolest things, and you don't get that everywhere. So I just to take a moment, really honestly, and just to say, hey, thanks. That's a cool thing, because everybody wants to enjoy their weekend, have a good time. And if your umpires are well taken care of, everybody's working hard, moving in the same direction to make the event special, to make it quality. That's the point, isn't it? That's
correct, Brian. That's it. Like you said, you touched upon the word event. We like to make it an event, but to make it a productive, good event, it's like a well-oiled machine. You have to have a lot of moving parts coinciding with one another, working together. So yeah, we work extremely hard to make that happen, and hopefully it's reflected upon our product out there.
Absolutely. I think it is. So there you go. And so folks, hey, as we wrap up here today, make sure you're getting registered. We're going to be coming back in a couple weeks. We're going to be doing our tournament updates leading into the season. As we begin to play ball, we'll be talking more about the games and the tournaments and stuff. But before that, a lot of information. We're going to be talking about new stuff coming up with trophies, rings, right?
More rings, more trophies, more hats, shirts. Keep it new, keep it mixed up.
And then, that's some of the stuff we're going to be talking about, and just keeping you up to date on what's happening with everything Game 7. So, Dave, any last words?
Yeah, one more thing I'd like to mention is we kind of rolled it out last week is a new 2-for-1 promo for our World Series. Jody is having her event on June 25th through the 30th in Hendersonville, Tennessee. 2 weeks later, ours kicks off July 12th through the 16th. So I've had a lot of teams say, you know what, I'd love to go attend both of those. Well, guess what? We're extending that olive branch for those teams. That's a 2-for-1. Go to Tennessee, see how you stack up there against that competition. Come back to St. Louis or vice versa. If you're in Tennessee, you want to come to St. Louis, stay home early. Come to St. Louis later, attend that opening ceremonies at Busch Stadium. It'll be a great event for you. 2-for-1, all that information's on the website. Just click on the World Series tab, and under details, it'll give you all the protocol that you need to follow in regards to take advantage for that.
Now, is there a deadline for that, or is that going out?
I want to say it's March 7th, but I think it's on the website. Yeah.
We'll catch all. It's on the website.
There is a deadline, though, however. Good point.
Okay. So, hey, if you're thinking about World Series, you know, don't delay 2 for 1. That's a great deal. That's a great opportunity.
Yeah, I think in St. Louis alone, we're sitting on 60 some odd teams already. So.
Wow. The World Series is always a fun event.
Great event.
Always fun.
Great event.
Well, hey, Dave, thanks, man.
Ryan, thanks for your time. We appreciate your Red Earth.
Appreciate it. We're going to be looking forward to seeing you guys again, everybody. Have a great day. And remember, all you hitters, hit them where they ain't. You pitchers, keep throwing strikes. We'll talk to you again soon.